Camera.
Maction.
Hello everyone, I am your host Max Kellerhalls, and this is $1 Million Media, especially this is the final episode of Anime April. And with me today I have...
Nile Thompson.
And...
Adrian.
And today we're going to be talking about my particular favorite anime, because throughout this month I haven't gotten to say what anime I like.
Mm-hmm.
And we're also going to end off with the big three Shonen Jump anime. So, off the bat, I want to talk about Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Alright, lay it on me.
Yes. So what this show is about two brothers, Alphonse and Edward Elric, who lose their mother at a very young age. And so what they decide to do is they decide to use the power of alchemy, which is taking taking an element, mixing it to create another element. It's the law of equivalent exchange.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, and they use it to do cool magic and stuff like that. But here's the thing. You cannot bring the dead back. That is a taboo, and it's a law. You cannot bring it back. So what happens is when they try to bring their mother back, everything goes awry. What is practically the physical embodiment of God comes down, takes away the oldest brother Edward's leg, and the whole body of the younger brother Alphonse.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So he's just dead.
Wait. But the
Alright.
the older brother wants his brother's soul back, so what he does is he grafts his brother's soul to the nearest thing, which is a suit of armor. But in order to do that, he has to sacrifice his right arm. And the adventure is, from now on, trying to get their bodies back.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch more, including homunculi, political intrigue, awesome characters, and great action. This is probably one of my favorite animes, just because of the characters. They're all so well written. Every character is so unique. Yes, Adrian?
I can sum up Fullmetal easy. Two brothers trying to become the best dealers in the black market.
Mm.
You gotta trade in stuff to get stuff. And most of it's kind of illegal.
I won't say it's illegal, because they're just getting their bodies back.
Yeah, they're just trying to get their
That's
bodies.
taboo.
That is a taboo, but they...
But no. You said lives. You said you can't bring people back to life.
No, they can't. They're not trying to bring people back to life.
Exactly.
They're just trying to get their bodies back without going to do horrible things.
Exactly, so I wouldn't consider that taboo.
Like, there's this thing in the show that I'll call Philosopher's Stone,
Mm-hmm.
that when you find out how those are made, they refuse to use it, because it is a very morally evil thing to use.
Mm.
Because in order to make a Philosopher's Stone, you need to do some really horrible stuff,
Mm.
and it's not fun. There's some great characters. One of my favorites being Major Armstrong. He's a character who is I think he's like the fist alchemist.
Okay.
So he's all about punches. He's practically like this big bodybuilder who loves to show off his muscles anytime. So literally he'll just show up in a scene and just be like, Alphonse and Edward, and he'll just throw off his shirt and just goes and gives them big bear hugs. He loves showing off his muscles.
I already like this guy.
There was Colonel Major Hughes, who's a great character that I won't say more, but great character, very fun family man.
Okay.
And now I'm trying to remember the name of one particular character, the Flame Alchemist.
Mustang.
Colonel Mustang. I can't believe I forgot his name.
Mustang or Mustang?
Mustang.
Okay.
Yeah, who is the Flame Alchemist, the one and only Flame Alchemist, because it's a very dangerous art.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised you forgot about that. That's
I
one of my
know.
favorite character too.
I know. I can't believe I forgot the name of him, but, like, again, he's a great character. But there's just so many characters in this show.
That's
The
true.
villains are really cool. Oh, shit, I can't say that name of that villain because that's a twist.
Mm.
I don't know. Every character in the show has a point to be there.
Mm-hmm. They have a
And
reason for being in the
Yeah,
show.
it's kind of like...
They're not there just to be, like, atmosphere.
Yeah, it's
I
not...
get that.
There's no... At least in Brotherhood. I'm talking about Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Specifically. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah.
The difference between Fullmetal Alchemist and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is that Fullmetal Alchemist was airing alongside the manga, so there's a ton of filler,
Okay.
and it has a completely different ending.
Really?
Yeah, but
Wow.
Brotherhood is strictly based off the manga, same animation, same voice actors, just with no filler and a great ending.
Mm.
Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite endings for a anime, I should say.
All right,
He's
I'll
the one
put that
that
on the
was
list. I gotta watch
Yeah,
that.
it is definitely one of the most wholesome.
Mm.
I highly recommend it. It's so hard to talk about the show without spoilers, but like, I'll say this: the action scenes are really fun because they're all really creative because it's based on the idea of having to create something out of something else. So like they can clap their hands together and touch the ground and make fists come out of the ground. It's kind of like earthbending.
Yeah, that sounds like earthbending.
But it is a bit more like they could create hands and stuff like that. They could make spears and stuff come out of the ground. The Flame Alchemist, all he has to do is just snap his fingers and giant walls of flame just come out. He can literally burn the liquid in your eyes because he can transmute it to nitrogen gas.
Wow.
So it's just literally like, hey, I'm going to turn the liquid in your eyes into that and just burn your eyes out.
I feel like
a menace.
Yeah, I feel like it shows like these. They don't like become like extremely popular like the mainstream animes like Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto. But like their elements of detail to the show makes them like very noticeable and a cut above the rest in that type of way.
I agree. I just think that I don't know. This is a relatively popular anime.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it isn't popular. Granted, I've
it's
never
not
watched
like
it before.
a Shonen Jump anime.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
It did end and it's not going on.
Yeah.
It has its ending. It's wrapped up. I don't think they're ever going to do anything else. Maybe the writer will continue doing something else.
The writer's making another manga.
Oh, that's awesome. She's really cool.
Oh, good for her.
But yeah, like Dragon Ball, that could go on.
It's gonna go on forever.
It's forever until Akira Toriyama passes. Or
And
something.
One Piece we ain't gonna talk about until
we
later.
will talk.
We will talk about that, but not
Hold
right
on,
now.
damn it! Hold on.
Hold on, man.
Well, there's a reason Fullmetal is like top 3 on my anime list for years running.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it for Full Metal. Short and sweet.
Yeah.
I love it. It's probably my favorite. I have a poster up in my dorm of Full Metal. That's how much I love it.
You loved it for way too long too.
I know. It was like Dragon Ball was my gateway, and then Full Metal's my heroine. And since we just talked about my heroine, let's talk about my cocaine, which is
Gurren Lagan.
Yeah.
Which is probably one of the most batshit insane animes that I've ever watched.
I haven't watched it in so many years, but God, I remember it being so freaking cool.
I love this anime so much. I'm only going to talk about the first half,
Mm-hmm.
because the second half is a spoiler.
Perfectly fine. I need to go rewatch that anyway.
Yeah, so the first half
Yeah, bro.
is about... It takes place on a fictional Earth.
Yeah, a fictional Earth, and we are underground.
Yeah,
The human race has been driven underground by a race of aliens called Beastmen.
Beastmen.
Which are basically like anamorphic animal/humans. So there's like wolves, turtles, birds,
Spiders.
tarantulas. And one day,
don't even start.
this boy named Simon finds this key, which is a little drill, and he finds this giant mecha head. And that's all I could say. And that unleashes a signal which drives one of the beastmen down underground to attack his village.
Yeah.
And him and his quote-unquote, it's not really older brother, but an older brother figure named Kamina
Yeah.
inspires
cool.
him.
Some man.
Hold on, damn it, hold on.
All right, bro. All right.
All right.
I'm gonna hold my horses.
Okay. Kamina inspires Simone to fight this beastman with this little mech head that grows out little arms and stuff. It's really funny.
It is very funny.
Along with a human from the above ground comes down named Yoko, who... Okay, calm down.
What?
We'll talk about...
Iron,
I know.
Hey, man,
we'll talk about her
I'm just saying
dimensions in a minute.
I'm just saying what other people are afraid to say.
But yeah, so they basically get this ragtag team together, and they basically go on a mission to save the world from these beastmen.
Quite the trio.
And quite the trio. As their adventure goes along, they gain more and more machines for their mecha head, so it becomes a full body, and then it gets bigger and bigger.
It just gets
And
better.
bigger.
The show just gets better.
Yeah.
And just the show
In
gets
this
better.
show's case, bigger is better.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
definitely.
100%.
Become Megazord type.
We can even talk about Yoko in that way. Ayo.
Yo.
But all right, let's talk about Kamina first. Let's talk about Kamina.
Of course.
I will
Ultimate
follow-
Chad.
I will follow him in the war.
Oh yeah.
Oh
he's-
yeah. If my mom told me if I was jumping off a bridge to follow somebody, it could only probably be him.
Yeah.
Probably,
Kamina. is
he's
just-
probably one of the few people I jump off a bridge with.
Oh yeah.
You heard it here. But yeah,
Yeah, bring Kamina to life.
Kamina is a great leader character who is just so, but he's a dumb leader.
No, he's
like
stupid.
he doesn't
Oh.
have he's not smart.
No,
he's
he's
just so brave that
He's stupid.
yeah, he just lucks his way into everything. And
Meathead.
yeah, he's
No,
literally
he-
just a meathead.
He's your classic, like, he's not the main character, but he's got the personality of, like, your your shonen main character.
Oh yeah, he's like your Goku. It's just so
Yeah, he's just your Goku. He's
so airheaded,
he-
so like I'm just gonna fight just because I know it's right.
and he gets the job done.
He
Somehow.
gets the job done.
We don't question it.
And
We
it
just keep
really
watching the show.
it really reflects on our main character Simon, who is this really timid boy, who at first isn't down for all this war stuff. He just has this key, and he's the only one that knows how to do it. But through Kamina, he slowly learns to become more inspired.
Yeah, he definitely follows in his footsteps and becomes like more of Kamina as the episodes go
As
on.
the anime goes on.
Yeah.
And then there's Yoko, who is like
Her own thing.
her own thing. She's like I'm gonna say like
The reason.
the reason. She's
Yeah.
the smart one. She's very tactical. She's the sniper of the group.
I forgot. I remember her having a sniper. I didn't want to. I didn't want to be
Yeah.
stupid and ask and be wrong.
But the thing that we're joking about is that she basically just wears a bikini top and short shorts.
Was it short shorts or
Jean
jeans?
shorts.
Jean shorts. Jorts,
Yeah.
yeah. Daisy Dukes.
Yeah.
So
Man of
yeah,
culture,
that's
alright.
kind of the thing. And this show is very much, it has fan service, has probably one of my favorite, quote unquote, beach episodes in anime.
Amazing.
Oh
It is
man, I haven't
hilarious.
even gotten that far. Man,
Really?
no, I have not.
Oh, dude, the beach episode is hilarious. I wish I could spoil what happens in it, but that was actually the episode that got me into this show
Really?
because of just how funny. And the animation in the show is so
Oh,
chaotic.
if back then you would have never guessed it was like back then. It was ahead of its time. I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
It was definitely ahead of its time.
Yeah, like
because-
animation wise, I feel like it like competes with some of the stuff now.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it's definitely
definitely.
chaotic.
Yeah.
There's a theme of spirals throughout the show and how they manage to make spirals very emotional, if you know what I mean. Like they personify spirals in a way of being not only emotional but like inspirational,
Yeah.
where it's just like, oh yeah, we will drill towards the heavens with our drill.
hmm
It is so awesome.
Yeah,
And
it's awesome hearing them say the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah.
You think you'd get tired of it, but just
no, you never do.
Kamina and Simone just like
Mhm.
they hit different somehow.
There's so many great characters. I really like their technician they have on the show, the gay technician. He's hilarious. Huh?
Ron.
Ron,
I forgot
yeah.
about Ron.
What's his name? The religious figure.
Oh, that
Don't
motherfucker. Alright.
All right.
The second part,
Yeah, yeah.
he-
We can't talk about the second part because this show is like Attack on Titan. It is very. First half is one thing, second half is a completely different thing, but we cannot talk about
Totally
it. All I'll
different
say is that this is the show that is the equivalent of level 1, save the cat out of the tree, level 100, defeat God.
Yeah.
It is so much fun. Damn, like there's so many characters that I want to talk about, but for just a simple review of Gurren Lagan.
Go watch
Great,
it.
great mecha, probably one of my favorite mecha animes. It's also do not take it seriously.
Of course.
You have to watch this show with like a grain of salt and also understand that the science in this is not accurate.
I was about to
All-
say
it's
like
all bullshit hand
when,
wave.
yeah. Like when is it ever accurate when we're talking about anime? Like,
Never.
Or at least with most shonen anime.
It never is. It's all based off
Exactly.
character.
No,
It's
any
basically-
slice of life, and it's not
Right.
realistic.
It's true.
Right.
That's my anime accident, man.
Come on.
I'm waiting.
It's anime Power Rangers. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna interject here. Can we talk about the soundtrack?
Oh yes.
I didn't listen to the soundtrack like that. Mainly because I don't think Spotify was around when I was.
Liberia Me From Hell is probably one of my favorite songs in any anime.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Every opening, even the endings, and in between episodes, every piece of music in the show is amazing.
There's a
Okay.
song that combines both opera and rap, and it
Oh.
is epic. And all they say is "Row, row, fight the power."
That's it, man.
It is so damn good.
Mm.
Oh jeez, what else is there to talk about? But like,
Not without spoiling anything.
without spoiling anything, we can't talk about anything else. But
And
yeah,
none that the fan service will get on about.
Dude, it's very
there's
minimal,
fan
though.
service.
It's not a lot, though, surprisingly.
Yeah, it takes.
I'm surprised.
Here's the thing:
I'm not
like
surprised
most
not a lot.
shows, like Code Geass,
Mm-hmm.
I know that has fan service that just comes out of nowhere.
Mm.
But this show, it makes fun of its own fan service.
Yeah.
Like in the bathhouse episode, the females are just there. They're not trying to be like sexy. They are just naturally sexy. But the
Yeah.
guys are being idiots.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's just more funny to see them check them out.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, hey, we're gonna see something. It's more making fun of the males than it is making fun of the females.
Oh yeah.
And when there are moments of like, there are jiggle physics. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, there's some straight up jiggle physics.
Man.
It's never meant to be. Well, it is meant to be sexy,
course.
but it's just animators being
Yeah.
pervs at this point.
There's not even that many female characters when you look at it compared to males.
No, there's not.
No, not that many. Yoko is probably
Yoko's pretty cool.
She's a really cool character.
She's
Like,
really cool.
And every time and I could totally see why some people would cosplay her because she is very strong, independent.
Oh no, she's a badass.
Yeah, she's
Oh, yeah.
badass.
She gets the job
Yeah.
done.
I'm gonna hand it off to my friend here, Adrian, who wants to talk about One Piece.
Let it rip, bro. Let it rip.
Let's talk about
Yeah, how
One
do I
Piece.
even start One Piece, man? I mean, we follow our main character Luffy. He has a double fruit, which are basically magical fruits that give the person that eats them powers. So Luffy here has the gum fruit, which turns his body into rubber.
But they lose the
Yeah.
ability to swim
Yes.
if they eat a gum fruit or just any
Any
devil fruit in
devil
general.
fruit, they just lose the ability to swim.
So they just drown.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes. So they must become pirates.
Yes. So they must go out to sea.
Yeah, most of them that eat devil fruits are pirates or they're marines, or the main antagonist, the pirates in this universe. But we'll get into that later. So after Luffy, we eat Zoro, or I don't know if I can say this. It counts as a spoiler, but my favorite name for Zoro, Minority Hunter Zoro. My favorite character.
Holy shit.
You thinking about it?
Holy
huh?
Wow.
You thinking about it?
You're not even lying. Holy cow. Okay, I'm gonna let you continue.
Alright, Minority Hunter Zoro, or his actual name, Pirate Hunter Zoro, we meet later on as the second crew member. I'm only going to go into like 5 crew members, no spoilers. Then we meet the cat burglar Nami, which is the one part of the fan service in this show. Early on.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to the other one.
Yep. Then we meet Blackleg Sanji. He is white, so don't get that mixed. But he's the cook of the show.
And the perv.
That is true.
I'm still hold up on why is he named Minority Hunter.
I can't say that. That's a
I was gonna say, is it a negative against the show, or is it just like, ooh, that's a bit?
It's just very
It's just
apparent.
very coincidental.
Mhm.
Very coincidental.
Is that something that, like, you should be aware of for the show?
No.
No, it just happened.
It just happened.
It just
yeah.
so happens to be the case that everybody he.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Wow, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you look back at it. and-
Yeah, really. Honestly.
I hope you don't see this as a positive because then we're gonna get taken off the air.
Oh no, I don't see it as a positive, but I don't see it as a.
I just like his character. He's a badass.
Not because he hunts
No,
minorities.
no.
No.
Good. Okay. Good.
All right,
We're on the air.
I'll
We're on
move
the
on
air.
to the 5th member, Tony Chopper, who is a
My
blue...
favorite freaking character. I love
Alright.
Tony Chopper.
Alright, so he's a blue-nosed reindeer.
Yeah.
Who is
What?
Also, yeah.
Yes.
Who is a doctor who ate the human fruit. So he's gained human ability, so he has the ability to talk.
But he can still talk to animals.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
he's a reindeer.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
You can't get that mix.
Yep. He has, 3-4 different forms when you meet him. He has one form that it turns him into a reindeer. You know, he can run really fast
Yeah,
and
it's,
stuff like
it's
that.
like walk form. There's horn form.
You don't want to go too far.
Yeah, I'm
Horn
gonna
form
go. I'm,
actually wasn't there at the beginning. It was just his bigger, stronger form, his speed form, and then his furball form.
wow. Wait. No, there was one more, but I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, so, going around episodes, and all this, meeting those characters, is 138 episodes, kind of in between.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Season 1 was 60 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
It's a
Yeah.
long one. Meeting the first
Yeah.
4 before Chopper was a long time.
Oh, it was.
But the stories in between that are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there are. They're very.
The first
they're
arc-
very developed.
The first arc, Arlong Park arc. Now that's where people can get hooked onto the show.
Ooh.
Perfectly written. It was perfect as a beginning arc.
I'm happy that we started with that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to talk about what's in that arc or anything?
So basically, we are introduced to fishmen.
Ah.
which are the
I'm not sure.
minorities of the entire One Piece verse.
Mm.
I'm not going to get into why, because that is a major spoiler.
What do you mean by just like there's not a lot of them, or is it just?
Spoilers.
It's a big spoiler. I can't say.
Very classified information.
It plays a big part, like throughout the entire series.
Oh, for sure.
Because there is a future arc where we focus on fishmen, so that's why we can't talk about it.
Got it.
So.
Oh yeah, we can't say much yet. Go on.
We can't say much, but basically with Arlong Park arc, the main premise is Nami wasn't actually for the Straw Hat Pirates, which is the name of their crew, and she was working for these fishmen, making maps and leading them to treasure and stuff. And the main premise is saving Nami by getting rid of the fishmen, destroying Arlong Park.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right.
And it is amazing.
It is a good.
So yeah,
good arc.
You talked about the length of season 1, and there's one thing I know that's very infamous about One Piece, in that it is currently at 1,000 episodes.
Yes, sir.
Currently
Could
past.
you Jesus.
Yeah, we are past 1,000.
Yeah, we're past 1,000.
Can you possibly go into like why it is so long, and like perhaps why you still like it, even though it is so like,
drawn out,
packed with
Yeah,
stuff?
I mean, it's the characters and the story for me. Like, yes, some arcs aren't as good as others, but every main arc just hits.
Mhm.
You get connected to a character or characters,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
you're so invested in the plot, and things happen. You just get invested in the characters, and you want to see this adventure. It's basically a pirate's adventure. It never ends.
Mm-hmm.
You keep going. You find your treasure. Guess what? You're going to go for more, and that's what it is.
Mm.
It's about the journey, not the destination. They just keep going, and you want to follow.
All right. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with him. Granted, still think back, even though I'm caught up, not manga wise, which I need to.
I am.
Yeah,
We're holding.
we're gonna have to talk about that separately. It's a lot, and I agree. I love it every little bit of the anime, every arc you learn about a character. Some characters have their seasons and some others don't. Everyone gets to shine. Everyone gets their moment in the spotlight. It's great. And man, I don't know how else to put it. It's just like, it was drawn out as it is. It feels like to some people, myself included sometimes, it depends on the day, but it's a pretty good anime. Like I'd keep watching it.
Yeah.
And I'd encourage others to watch it, but like only if that's like the one anime that on your list that you have to watch. And honestly, I'd only say do it like during the summer, because that will take up your whole summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
Like, come on, 1,000. We're past 1,000 episodes.
I know. That's why I'm very hesitant to watch it. Like, last episode we talked about the Fate series, and it wasn't like something that really grabbed me because with Fate it was so complicated to understand.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
there's just so much of it. That's why I'm also worried about One Piece, is because there's just so much of it.
Yeah.
And also, like,
It's definitely easier to grasp the
Yeah,
stuff.
it really is.
Like, you'll go through seasons like clockwork if you have no other animes on your list.
mm-hmm.
Like, I got through season 1, 60 episodes in like 4 days.
Okay.
And that was just like watching it at night. Like imagine like a whole day. You could probably get 2 seasons done by like the end of a week.
Yeah.
So it just depends on how much you're willing to invest.
Yeah, I saw a video. Someone actually calculated how long it would take to watch One Piece straight. It was like 22 days straight.
Jesus.
And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's with the filler, though. So you cut all that filler out, which is what I did.
I don't know. I watch all the filler.
I don't
Wow.
know. I wanted to just get through it.
Yeah, no, it's understandable. I watch fillers for anime. I don't know. I just find it.
Yeah, that's all you do.
No, yeah, I find it enjoyable.
Yeah, that's all you. It took me 7 months to fully finish One Piece. And I took like 2 or 3 major breaks because I was just so drained from watching it.
Mhm.
And that's what like people are against watching. Like, oh, I don't want to make the commitment. You don't have to. Take a break.
Take
I know.
time. You don't have to go take your whole summer to
It's not
watch
going
it.
to end anytime soon.
Yeah, you got time to catch up because it's not going to end anytime soon. Like you said, it's One Piece. It's one of the big shonens.
Got like 5 years left according to the author.
Yeah,
so.
we got 5 to 10 years before thinks about ending it
Yeah, and just
before it even comes in the thought of his mind.
exactly. And one thing I just want to throw out there is one negative for One Piece: the pacing, at least for the anime, is iffy at times.
It
Especially
can
the
be
most
slow.
recent arc, like the latest one, pacing's awful.
Oh no, Wano?
It's the biggest like negative so far in this
Mhm.
entire series,
Yeah.
which is the main problem with people watching it. That's why I would always just recommend to read it.
Yeah.
You'll get through it faster. Chapters are at least like 17 to 20 pages long.
That's not bad.
You can burn through 10 chapters easy, and to split that up or even go longer, you can catch up in no time.
Okay.
And you're just focusing on the canon, and it's not censored, so you don't see like animated like censorships of blood or injuries and stuff. You see the full impact of some things in the manga.
Okay. I have a question. Why is it called One Piece?
We're trying to find the One Piece. That's it. That's
Okay.
the main treasure.
Are we? Oh, okay. So we're allowed to explain what
It's
the One
like
Piece is.
it's in
It's
the
in
intro.
the title.
Yeah,
It's in the intro too.
Well, no, I know. I just didn't know. But all right. Well, yeah.
Which-
Then One Piece is just basically one big treasure that a pirate left behind when he died,
Yep.
and everybody's trying to find it. So
Created
that's
a whole era of just pirates because he was the greatest, and he left his treasure out there for people to find.
yep.
Nice.
So people are just trying to find that treasure, and that's why it's called One Piece.
Okay. Yeah, I guess another thing we can talk about
Uh-huh.
just real quick is how's the animation and the action?
Oh, animation just gets updated after a certain time skip of a certain point in the anime.
Yeah.
You get to a point, and then it just goes up from there. And recently, Toei Animation has been rocking it.
Oh no, they've been doing their deed. Fights, they're compared to other animes, I would say they're like a little above average. Like
Yeah.
so, there are some good fights in the show,
Mhm.
but compared to others, it's not like on your like Watch Mojo top 10 like best
Yeah.
fights.
No.
It's not gonna
I've
be.
seen one.
It might be on the
There's-
high.
There's
Yeah.
a few in
There's
there.
a few
but I
in
feel
there.
like that's a spoiler.
Yeah.
so
No,
I'm
yeah,
not
I'm not
gonna
gonna
say
say.
much.
I'm not gonna say which ones they are. I'm not saying, but it's definitely like compared to other animes, it won't show up as much.
Mhm.
You won't find as many good fights in that show compared to others.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's got some memorable fights in there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. And then, kind of interject here is Toei did a remake of past episodes, past arcs, using their current art style.
Oh
Kind
yeah,
of shortened it.
right.
And
I remember
basically
that.
gave them what the entire arc is about. It's about, I think, 40 to an hour
Mm.
of covering that one arc with updated animation. So you can see most of the fights in new animation instead of having to watch like the old one if that isn't your style or
Yeah.
you want to watch the old style. Or,
Yeah.
I don't know. I like seeing the evolution personally.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
No, yeah.
Is there any particular non-spoiler action scenes that you can talk about?
Not really, because there's a lot of backstory.
Yeah, there's a lot of backstory in most
what
fights.
happens and why it happens that is
Yeah.
so important to a character.
Mhm.
Like what you said earlier, every arc it focuses on the character, and that is probably like 90% true on all arcs.
Mm.
Name like 2 or 3 that aren't based on a single character.
Can't think of a fight in like One Piece where it doesn't like include like some type of like explanation or backstory, or where they're just fighting to fight.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, are we done with One Piece? I can't believe we're done with One Piece.
I mean, we
I
can't
mean-
say much without spoiling.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I could put a spoiler warning right now and you could talk about spoilers for a couple minutes. Just like give me
Okay.
some of your highlights and spoiler thoughts.
Alright.
Oh, highlight spoiler. Then if that's the case, we could
How about we
add a
go
couple
in-
fights.
How about we
in
go
there.
in order from the beginning to the end?
Oh,
just
All
to
right.
Keep it chronological.
All right. What are you gonna start with?
Arlong Park, of course.
Thank you. I was just you're reading my mind, man.
Actually, I'm gonna go a little before that. Zoro versus Mihawk
That was a good
on the
fight.
Brotherhood TA.
That was a good fight.
Yep, that fight defined Zoro.
Oh no, yeah. You won't find a better partner than Zoro.
Mhm.
Zoro will see
Yeah,
you
I only
into
know
the
that
end
he
with
has
you.
the 3-sword style where he's got 2, one in each hand, and then he puts one in his mouth.
Yeah, it's
That's the
insane.
only thing I really know about that character.
No, yeah, it's
Most of my knowledge comes from Death Battle.
yeah. Oh right, they did do a death battle
Yep.
between Urza and Zoro.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, that was a good fight.
So let's go. Let's jump to Arlong Park.
Man, that Arlong Park fight, that would probably be in my top 10 or I'm gonna say top 5 for now because I can't think of that many two fights in One Piece that were that memorable.
Yeah.
But it's definitely my top 5 for sure.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
It's such an amazing fight.
The emotion behind it maybe a little janky at times. Has their One Piece tropes, but the emotion, the reason why they fight.
What are these One Piece tropes?
Is they kind of drag on a fight for some reason.
Yeah.
Is they'll get to the main fight. The main two people we're supposed to fight or supposed to be fighting. We get there, but then something interrupts and they're split apart or something happening that fight can't continue.
Yeah.
Kind of the pacing troubles that it has. But with Arlong, just the emotion, and then the actual final battle where they actually start colliding, like Luffy and Arlong start colliding, amazing. The final hit.
The final hit that sold it for me. I was like, yep, this is my top 5.
Yeah. Basically, Arlong, the spinning bite on Luffy's hip, and Luffy just extends his leg straight up, just rubber bands it straight up. And as he's biting him, he brings that foot down and stomps his head in.
Ooh.
It was
This is
so
from
much.
multiple stories up too. His leg was up there. It went out of the building.
Yeah.
That was insane.
It's like a 6-story building, and it's just way above that, at least 10 stories high.
Oh, it was
It
insane.
just brings it down. Even the fights before that, you have Zoro versus Hachi, and then the Fishman Karate one versus Sanji, and all those fights leading up to that was just amazing.
No, it was insane.
After that, we get to the next major one.
we get to
It's
Usopp.
Yep, we get to Usopp, but that major arc-wise, Alabasta, where you meet Crocodile.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That was an insane fight.
Yep. So Crocodile is a very popular character, mainly because his voice actor in Japanese, it's so cool. So badass.
He's got such a cool voice actor for Japanese.
Oh, yeah.
Well, question real quick. What do you recommend you'd watch One Piece in? Sub or dub?
Well, it all depends. Like if you're trying to go through if you're trying to fly through the show, dub.
Yep.
If you're willing to take the time and really enjoy the show, dub or sub. I just like dub just so I don't have to look at the words and I can watch the show.
And as I watched dub at the beginning just to fly through it, but
Yeah.
then at one point, they were doing the dub and I had to switch to sub.
Yeah.
And it was so much better, just emotion-wise,
Mhm.
and all the actors are amazing.
Yeah. All
Okay.
deserve a gold star.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, I mainly watch dub for Christopher Sabat. Zoro,
Of course.
Voice of Zoro.
Yeah, Christopher Sabat's awesome.
Yep, and
Amazing actor.
He's also in Full Metal as Major Armstrong.
Yeah.
they-
He's in a handful of animes.
yeah. Toei brings in a lot of voice actors from Dragon Ball. So Usopp is Krillin.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Zoro is Vegeta and Piccolo too.
Yep, and
Oh.
Sanji is Trunks.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Luffy was Teen Gohan, or it.
I think so, man. I know I went.
Well, not
one
old,
night-
old Gohan from Dragon Ball Z.
Mhm.
That was a different voice actor. But,
Oh,
yeah.
I was gonna say.
but
the actor for older Gohan is also in Gurren as.
No, he
Kamina.
is.
Yeah.
no, yeah,
I just
but
don't know his name, sorry.
the newer if you watched back an episode of a more recent younger Gohan, then it would show. Then Luffy's voice actor dub
Yeah,
would be his
yeah.
character voice actor.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Cool. So those are your major favorite fights so
Oh,
far?
we're not even close.
Oh fuck.
We're just getting started,
We're
bro.
only on the second main arc.
Oh no. How many arcs are there?
Let's see. You have Arlong Park,
Jesus.
Alabasta, Skypiea, freaking
Water 7.
Water 7, and then Sabioi, where we get the time skip. We go from there. We go to the Fishman arc. Then we get to
I lost count.
Whole Cake Island arc, and then we move into Wano right after that.
Mm-hmm. Do we want to talk about Graveyard Island?
Oh yeah, Graveyard. Forgot about that one.
Mm-hmm. Can't forget Graveyard Island, bro.
Yeah, that one was a little underrated, but
A little underrated, yeah, but I found it.
What's your
tasteful.
favorite arc and what's your least favorite arc?
Oh, before
I think my favorite when I first started watching it, I think it was Fishman. But then I rewatched it and I was like, nah, I think it's Alabasta.
yeah,
I think Alabasta might be mine.
if I'm throwing out Wano as not a choice because I read the manga that's still going on.
Yeah, it's still going on.
Yeah,
We
so-
got to see it to the end for
Yeah,
me to make my final decision.
so, My favorite one, I have to say, Water 7. That entire arc was amazing. A 10 out of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. we'll get to that one. But we'll go back to rating the fights because then we'll talk about it later. Alabasta,
What have I done?
Crocodile versus Luffy had 3 fights.
They did have 3 fights.
Luffy lost the first one. It's basically Crocodile dehydrated the fuck out of him.
Oh no, he just brought him out in the middle of the desert, and then he
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, you kind of dead fool for like
Yeah.
coming out here by yourself."
And then the second fight ended in a draw. And then the third one, Luffy won because water is the weakness of sand.
Yep.
So he used water with his punches and attacks to actually deal damage.
Got it.
So yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Must have like a sand or rock power,
Mm-hmm.
and a devil fruit, and that as a devil fruit, so you
Yeah.
just like die in water.
Yep.
You ain't got no type of chance.
Yep. And then after that arc, we meet next member, Nico Robin.
Yep.
So she was originally working with Crocodile only because she had to, but then joined Luffy because he's interesting. Literally just out the anime.
Yeah, he was like, "I like you. I'm gonna join your team."
Yep.
That's really how it worked.
Yep. Like, Luffy, can I join your team? Yep.
Yeah, Luffy is your classic Shonen Jump main character.
Yep.
Strong and stupid.
Did his dad leave him?
We don't know. Actually,
Ooh,
his dad's alive.
Oh.
Yeah, his dad is alive.
But he did.
Hey, we're breaking tropes.
But he is not. He's never been part of Luffy's life.
Wow, we are breaking
Most
tropes.
of it.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
He was never part of Luffy's life. He is the leader of the Revolution Army to fight the Marines and the
Mm.
world government.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay.
But Luffy doesn't know that.
Nope.
Oh no, yeah, he
No,
does. Yeah, he does. He
learned-
learns that at Water 7
Yep.
when his grandpa comes.
Yep. Who is a Marine admiral?
Yeah, his grandfather is a Marine, so he's kind of like being hunted down by his family member.
Okay.
Partially.
We'll get there.
We'll get we'll get to that. We'll get to
Yeah.
that.
But then we get to Skypiea, where the main villain is a lightning god, Nile, who became famous for a meme because of his face of lightning not working on Luffy because he's made of rubber.
Yep.
His wide-eyed, open mouth, very popular meme.
Very funny man.
Oh yeah. So
That was a pretty good fight.
yeah, so
Pretty
Luffy
funny.
went- Oh yeah, it was a funny arc,
Yeah.
a very underrated arc.
Very
Even
underrated.
though it's arguably one of the worst, but it's still kind of underrated.
I still think it's getting more shade than it really deserves.
It does. I can't say anything.
And then Water 7,
Yeah, Water 7 was a great arc.
amazing arc where they taken Robin, like they finally captured Robin because she was like not a-
child.
she was like a demon child, not a war criminal, but she was like very high on the very high on the wanted list.
Yeah.
And so they got her, and she like went in with like no arguments, no hold bars. She was like, "All right, you got me, take me in."
Yeah.
Like she was ready to meet death at her door. And then Luffy just being Luffy, he's like, "I'm not letting you die, so we're gonna save you." And they tried to save her, and there was a handful of good fights in there.
Oh yeah, amazing.
Zoro versus the giraffe, I forgot his name.
Yeah.
And then like
I think
Chopper.
I've seen a little
Yo,
bit of that.
Chopper's fights?
proving his point as a straw hat was badass. I had
Oh
chills.
man, that Chopper fight. Granted, it didn't last long, but man, just knowing what happened,
Ooh.
at the end of the fight, that was insane.
Yeah.
It was even funny when he met up with his other Straw Hat crew member,
Like,
or not at the time he wasn't a Straw Hat, but he was going to become one.
yeah.
Frankie.
Yep.
It was just like when Chopper busts through the wall, and he freaking chucked whoever he like was fighting
Yeah.
like a mile away in that direction. And he just like
Yeah.
foof, and he was gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah,
Chopper's definitely my favorite
His
character.
scream at the end of the fight is scary in dub or sub.
And then just cutting off into the
To be
And-
continued.
man, did they handle that right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna fill you in, Max, on why Robin got taken. So
Yeah,
she
please do
grew up in an island where they were reading forbidden text, and
Okay.
around the world there are these poneglyphs that are in that language that she studied and the whole island studied. So, and she's the last of her kind that can read it because the Marines and the Navy and all that were afraid of them because they might
Mhm.
learn the secrets of the world. So they just called a buster
Kill him
call.
on sight.
Buster called and just committed mass genocide on that entire island.
It was basically like
Another theme of anime: mass genocide.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the thing that One Piece people don't get. It deals with major issues.
Yes. He basically, the Buster Call is basically like a giant nuke.
Oh.
It's just a giant nuke where they like nuke a whole island.
Yeah,
No matter.
They send all their people and just blow it the fuck up. All the ships, all whatever they have, all the firepower onto that island.
It does not matter if
And-
how many lives it takes. Whoever's on that island that they need to kill, they will use it, and they will do it with no questions asked, no hesitation, no second thoughts.
And it will take the island out of history.
Mm-hmm.
There will be no recollection of that island except the people who may survive.
Yep.
Which in this case was Robin, and that's why they kidnapped her. She could read these things around the world that could eventually lead to the One Piece.
Oh.
Now-
Oh, that sounds pretty cool. So is this one of the better arcs, or is this one?
This
is like one of my
best.
one of the
Okay.
best. One of the best.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just sensing knowing a bit of Japanese history. I can see why some inspiration there. But yeah, that sounds really interesting. I don't know. Is there a way that I could just like jump into certain arcs and watch the show?
No,
That
no,
is
there is not.
impossible.
You gotta watch all 60 episodes of every season that isn't a filler.
Yep. And then I'm not going to jump into the next arc after this. You know, we didn't talk about Rob Lucci versus Luffy, which might be one of the best fights.
Oh,
Top three-
man.
Top 3 in the entire series. Right before we get into the next arc, we say goodbye to the ship, the Going Merry.
The Going Merry that got it started from the beginning.
Yep, we had to
So
say goodbye.
Luffy, at first, he had like a little ship, and he didn't get the Going Merry until they became friends with Usopp, who's when he lived on the island. Usopp, when they like saved the whole island from like the villain at the time, like the rich person at the time who like owned the mansion. I forgot his name. He was like, thank you for
He was
saving.
the butler.
Yeah, it was the butler that gave him the ship. He was like, thanks for saving us. Let me give you this ship so you can continue on your journey with no problems. And it was the Going Merry. And that ship was there from seasons. It was there for seasons. And then...
And then we had to say goodbye.
Yeah, and then Water 7, they brought the ship in. It was battered. It was torn. It was beaten to bits. And the people there told him, like Luffy and some of his other team crew members, they're like, yeah, this ship ain't going to make it past this. If you keep going, you will die. And this ship will not last. And Usopp, the one who was given the ship to his crew members, he felt emotionally attached because like that was from his hometown. It meant something to him. So he was trying to do whatever it took to rebuild the ship to a point where he was fighting his own team. He challenged Luffy to fight him
For
to
the rest
like
of the ship.
for the rights of the ship so that they wouldn't get rid of it and buy a new ship. And he lost. He got his ass whooped.
Yep.
And
Bit of a fight though.
it was a very good and emotional fight. I liked it. I liked this meaning. And then they got their new ship.
So basically, after the fight of Rob Lucci, the Merry went on its own way. It's not really to save the Straw Hats when they're falling from Water 7.
Yeah.
And then after it got back to a safe place, it just broke in half.
No,
It just couldn't go any longer, and then they just had like a Vikings goodbye and just burned it with a torch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
I don't remember it that well.
That's
Granted, it was such a very emotional scene.
Yeah.
It was probably one of the
It-
saddest scenes in the whole
I
episode.
cried for a fucking boat. That's
Yeah.
how bad it hurt me.
I was sad. I've never cried for any type of movie or show. But I felt really freaking sad. I was like, wow, we lost the Going Merry. That was like another character. That was just like any other character
It
in
was
the
like
show.
another crew member.
It was like a crew member at that point for how long it's been there. It wasn't, of course, it wasn't like treated like a character where like they like hung out with it a lot or just like cracked jokes at it. But it was just like there. It was there and it grew on them over time and became a character.
It's like someone's car. You say goodbye to a car you had for a while.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
It's going to be emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Okay, so after that we get to the graveyard arc.
Graveyard Arc. Yep.
Yep,
They meet a new crew member named Brooke. He's a ghost.
He's a skeleton.
He's a skeleton. Basically,
Oh,
double
is that
fruit
the
power.
one with the nice hat?
Yes.
Yeah, double
Okay.
fruit power.
Who
life
was voiced by
fruit.
Whis in Dragon Ball.
Yes,
really?
he does. Yes, he does. Yeah, basically, double fruit he ate. He gets a second chance at life.
Oh.
He dies, but his body remains.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
He ate it before he died, and it didn't kick in until after he already was a skeleton.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he'll just keep coming back as a skeleton.
Yep.
No, he just
No.
stays a skeleton.
Just stays a skeleton.
Oh, wow.
That's his second chance at life.
He's
He's
kind
just
of immortal, but if he drowns, he dies.
no, yeah, of course.
Oh, okay, yeah, because they can't swim.
Yeah, but everything else, like,
He's just
he's basically immortal.
yeah, basically. Since he
Right.
doesn't have like any vital organs or
Yeah.
anything. He's
Like,
like
he always, his best trope is like, wait, I don't have eyes, or I don't have.
no, yeah, he always makes skeleton
skin.
jokes. He's like
I don't have a tongue. I don't have eyes. I don't have a butt. Like,
my eyes are popping out of my head. But that's if I had any eyes, since
I
I'm a
have chills on
skeleton.
my skin, but I don't have skin.
No, yeah, he'll pull skeleton jokes all the
How
time.
does he
And
see?
I don't know.
I don't know, just like one of
Magic?
those. Yeah, just one of those skeleton things where it's
Yeah,
like
it just does.
Okay.
he just does.
All right. Okay.
Yep,
Does.
and then basically summary of that arc. Everybody's shadow, not everybody's, but some people's shadows get taken by some guy who can take people's shadows, and if they burn, and if they touch the sun, and if the sunlight touches them,
They burn.
they burn.
Oh, Jesus.
Basically demon slayer type stuff. Demons see the sun, they burn, they disintegrate,
Yep.
Okay.
He basically gives shadows to undead bodies.
and makes them zombies.
Yep. And
Oh.
his entire like pirate crew is mostly zombies.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Or like created mismatches of like random stuff.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and the villain's name is Gecko Moria, and he's one of the 7 warlords of the sea at the time.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep, and so
Pretty badass.
yes, very cool.
Okay.
Funny laugh, but
Oh yeah, hilarious. And
Yeah.
then we get into Marineford. That's where Ace dies.
yep,
Oh shit! We're in spoilers.
yep.
Yep. there
Oh,
it
this
is.
has been spoilers ever since you
Yeah.
said spoilers in the beginning, so
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
just been going
It's
ham.
gonna be a
with-
very long
this is
spoiler
where-
section.
No,
where
yeah.
Ace dies, and this is probably my second favorite arc.
Mhm.
Yes.
Because emotion, because I knew what was happened, that's why I dumped it down to second.
Yeah.
That's why Marineford is first. But
Yeah.
I'd go on.
Wow.
and on about
Yeah.
that.
Water 7. Yeah.
I can go on
Wow.
and on.
That's tough. It's a tough running. I think top 3 in no specific order would have to be Alabasta, Water 7, and then the Marine arc.
Yeah, like it's hard to like dumb down this arc because so much happens.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Man, so much happens.
yeah, we meet all the warlords of the sea. We have a whole Marines versus pirates. We officially see Whitebeard, one of the greatest pirates of all time, fight and have his crew try to save Ace, and all that happens, all these emotions,
And then
just running through the show.
and then Ace dies,
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then
saving it.
Whitebeard dies.
Yep, in the most badass way. He dies standing.
Oh no, yeah.
He gets stabbed and shot, and then you get a picture of his back. There's nothing behind on his back. All the bullets and all those stabs just did not go through.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
And then he leaves a final message to the world that the One Piece is real,
Oh, nice.
creating a new era.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. So
Ooh.
that's like what, the halfway mark of this show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's leave it off there. I just
All right,
have
cool.
one more question to ask you guys,
All right. Hit me.
and I know you guys are gonna hate me for this.
Okay.
So,
What are your thoughts on the new live action show?
fuck you.
Ah man. Do we
Fuck
really gotta
you.
talk about that?
Why are we bringing that up? We're talking about One Piece,
Mhm.
not one piece of trash.
I know. All right. I don't think this is gonna be good.
No.
Whoever does.
Live actions never turn out to be good.
I know. That's why I'm bringing this up,
Yeah.
because it's the track record.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Like,
But
track record.
I
Look
like
at.
to play devil's advocate.
Uh-huh.
What do you think they could do to make it decent?
I mean, it's hard when they made Arlong Black and then
Yeah.
Minority Hunter Zoro. People were making memes on that.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like if they had made Arlong Black and some other stuff, like it would have made it better.
What really sucks is since fishmen are the minorities of this universe, and you make Arlong a fishman black, it really isn't good.
Oh,
publicity.
you're already in a deep hole that you dug yourself into immediately.
Okay.
Because fishmen were slaves to the humans.
Yes.
Oh my. Wait, what?
Yes. 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 That's how.
They
yeah.
owned them.
Oh,
They
that's-
stamped them too. There's a literal stamp they put on their slaves. You are now mine.
Jesus.
No, yeah. So it's this One Piece movie is not looking like the best
TV
of the
show.
crop. Oh, TV show.
It's gonna be a Netflix series.
Yeah, it's not looking like the best of the crop.
All
And they're
right.
gonna rush the pacing of that show. I know it.
I know.
They are, of course, they are.
Because they're introduce like all these characters, and you meet them in 100 episodes. Like, come
Yeah.
on now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They'll probably have to cut out a lot,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
gonna have to cut out a lot.
or come up with new stuff.
I I'd rather than not. I'd rather than just cut off stuff.
I just wanted to ask you because I thought it'd be funny.
No,
okay,
yeah.
So we're gonna move on.
Screw you, but go on. Yeah.
Another anime we're gonna talk about, Naruto.
That's all you.
Yep,
man.
yep.
And we're gonna have Nile here to talk about Naruto.
All right.
Get real specific. Naruto or Naruto Shippuden?
Ah, fuck.
It's
Or
okay.
Boruto. Or
No.
Yeah, I'm saying no because I was gonna cut you off if you say yes to Boruto. It was a trick question.
How about this?
Okay.
So we have something for next year. Let's
Yeah.
talk about Naruto,
All right, cool.
and then we'll do Shippuden next year.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right, so Naruto. The anime starts with this kid who's just like an outcast to the village. Honestly,
Mhm.
everybody hates him. Probably not gonna go into reasons why, cause
Spoilers.
Yep.
We won't have as long as a
We'll-
spoiler discussion.
Yeah, we won't have a long spoiler discussion because it's Naruto. It's not Shippuden, so we'll be able to relax on spoilers.
Mhm.
But no, yeah, people just don't like him. So he's an outcast. He lives by himself, and then he's trying to become Hokage because he wants to be acknowledged by everybody.
Village president.
Yeah, basically village president. Just trying to be acknowledged. So he was training hard, become a ninja, and become a chunin at the time, which is like the lowest rank of a ninja.
Mhm.
And he has like a sensei. He has a Ruka sensei who like helps him out, and he gets to a certain point where he gets into a fight. Not gonna talk about the fight because it does include spoilers. So fight basically they win. He got the headband, so they knew he wasn't like a ninja.
Mhm.
Chunin is after like that rookie level. I forgot what it's
I
called.
think it's Genin.
Genin, yes, thank you. He became a Genin. And so he was assigned to a team with 2 other students in his class, and then they would be assigned one professor. Or not professor, like a mentor.
Third captain.
Yeah, like a captain.
Mhm.
And so he was Naruto Uzumaki was teamed up with a pink-haired girl named Sakura Haruno, but and then there's Sasuke Uchiha,
Mhm.
and
Learn
they're
more about.
yeah, and we
Oh,
won't.
I've heard a lot about
Yeah,
this one.
man, we'll have to go into spoilers later.
Mhm.
But and their team captain is Kakashi Hatake, and they are Team 7. They have their introductions. They have their like first test, where Kakashi has 2 bells, and it's like wrapped around his pants. He told Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, try to get these bells from me with the intent to kill. And basically do whatever it takes to get the bells. And there's only 2 bells, so whoever doesn't get a bell gets tied to a post for a day. And
Is this a part of like the main story? Or
Yeah.
is it
It's
just
a
like,
lot of development in that.
just develop. Basically, end of the day, Naruto got tied to the post, basically.
okay.
They didn't succeed.
They didn't succeed the way they were supposed to, but they passed, so they became an official team.
Oh, nice.
Not that they weren't already, but like it became really official.
Yeah.
So and then they go on missions. Like man,
Well,
trying
first, we traveled to a different village
Yep.
for a mission.
yeah, we've traveled to land hidden in the mist.
Yep. And then after that, we have the tuning exams.
Tuning exams. Ooh,
Become tuning.
that's where things get interesting.
Oh yeah.
We have where it's just a bunch of fights, and whoever wins, it's like a bracket basically,
Yeah.
and whoever wins like becomes tuning,
Okay.
which is the next level after getting. And then first fight I believe was Sasuke versus like one of the Sound Ninja,
Yeah.
who was with the main villain at the time.
Mhm.
We're not going to talk about that because that's spoilers. Sasuke wins. It's a pretty good fight. Not super memorable, but he got like his own move where he copied off somebody, which happens a lot in the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Lions Barrage. It's pretty cool at the time. And then next fight I believe was Sakura and Ino.
Think so. I don't remember the order.
Yeah, not really a big important fight.
Not at all.
They tied. It didn't matter. No one really
I know
cared.
one fight in this show, and it's between 2 characters you have not mentioned yet. So
I am
don't
getting
know.
to that.
We'll get there.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Alright. Okay.
Next fight is Lee and Gaara. Or is it
No,
Hinata and
oh.
Neji?
Lee and Gar was the last fight.
I was
Oh,
gonna
okay.
say I know that fight.
No, yeah, I know
That's
that's
the fight I know about. And that's
No,
the one
yeah.
that's so. It's
Oh,
very
is
famous.
it Tenten and Tamari?
It could be.
Yeah, I think it's Tenten or Tamari.
Yeah, I know about the Gar and Lee fight because
Yeah,
I know that Rock Lee.
Yeah, his full name is Rock Lee.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't have any special powers, doesn't he not?
No.
No, he does not. He does not know ninjutsu or genjutsu.
Yeah, so he's just all about the physical fists.
Yes,
and kicks
he's
and everything
all
like that.
about taijutsu, which is like
Hand-to-hand combat.
hand-to-hand combat.
Okay.
And using your not ninjutsu, but like your chakra for your physical abilities.
Got it.
So yeah, Tamari versus Tenten. Tamari wins.
Mhm.
Tenten really didn't stand a chance because she used tools, and Tamari used the wind, so she could just blow away the tools.
Okay.
Okay, I kind of pulled up the order of the fights.
Yeah.
So we're out of order.
Is this
We
kind of
are
like
out.
a tournament arc now?
Yes.
Yeah, tournament art,
Yeah.
basically.
Oh,
That's
it
what
is.
tuning
It
exactly.
Another thing that's in a lot of anime.
Yeah.
We just like last week we talked about Jujutsu Kaisen, and
Oh.
that is currently going through. That has a tournament arc as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just noticing a lot of famous anime tropes with all this
Yeah.
stuff right now. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got Tenten Tamari, and then after that we had Shikamaru versus another one of the Sound Ninja.
Oh right, I forgot about that fight. I know Shikamaru wins, but I don't know the details about that.
After that was Naruto versus Kiba,
Oh yeah, Naruto versus Kiba.
one of the best counters in anime.
Oh,
What
yeah.
happens in that fight?
Yeah, funny fight, good fight. Naruto wins,
Yep.
and then we move on to Neji and Hinata.
Yep.
And that was a good fight as well. A little like controversy, but that's spoilers, and we'll get to that later. When it's a lot of spoilers. It's very hard to like avoid spoilers for Naruto. It's like
Alright.
One Piece. Then we have the last fight, which
I feel like you're already going through spoilers with telling like how the plot of the show goes along.
It's
Mm.
minor.
It's minor.
compared to the how
compared to
big
like
it is.
the
Alright, well,
major
here,
stuff. Yeah.
How about this? Like,
Okay.
instead of talking about the plot for right now, because we're kind of getting into that. From what I can understand, this is about a boy who wants to become a ninja.
Yeah, basically he wants to become Hokage.
Yeah, which is like president of.
Yep.
Yeah,
Ninja
president.
Clan. Okay.
President of the village.
So how about we talk more about like who your guys' favorite characters are?
Okay,
Ooh, that's tough.
you can go first.
I have to say probably Kakashi.
Yeah, Kakashi's pretty.
Which
cool.
is I believe-
The
the
team
leader
captain.
of Team 7.
okay. Is that the guy with the
One mask.
one
yeah.
mask? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And the one eye.
Yeah.
No, he has two.
Well, he has two eyes,
Oh,
two.
oh, that's right.
but he
So-
covers up his one eye. Yeah.
Okay,
He
yeah,
covers
yeah,
up his
yeah.
left eye.
It's an injury.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's your favorite character.
Yep.
Can you explain why?
I mean, without going too into depth of his character, he's just a really great character. He has times where he's like funny and he can be non-serious at times, but he's actually teaching an important lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he does fight, whew, he is amazing. He's
Mm-hmm.
easily, like, they say he's one of the strongest in the village to even maybe rival a Hokage.
Oh.
Mhm.
And he's not at that level, but he could easily rival one if he
Yeah.
worked hard enough.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Niall, what is your favorite character?
I feel like my favorite character is honestly Jiraiya.
Okay.
I know about him.
Yes.
I'm noticing that you two picked because I know the one thing about this is that Kakashi reads.
Jiraiya's.
He reads Jiraiya's stories. Yes. Jiraiya,
Which are perverted.
which are very perverted, and he goes on missions to get research.
AKA just go into a
Just-
spa
just-
room and spy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And constantly
Alright.
hit on a woman.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, can you explain a little bit about Jiraiya besides the pervy nature of this character?
yeah. Besides the pervy nature, this man is like very. This
Thought you were saying I
man.
can't.
It's very hard to. Perverted stuff is like 80% of him.
Okay.
So that 20%, honestly, he's just like a very strong, like, not underrated character, but you don't expect him to be strong by how perverted he acts. Like he's like a more perverted Kakashi.
Yep.
Very strong, probably one of the strongest people at the
Very.
time. But he's so perverted, and he that's how he covers it up. People underestimate him. People
okay.
constantly underestimate him, and I feel like I don't think he's underrated, but I don't know.
Mhm.
I would hate to say he is, but I don't think he is. So
Okay.
no, yeah, but he's just awesome, and he teach Naruto.
A lot.
Yeah, he just taught him a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds pretty cool.
Yes.
I don't have a particular favorite character because I haven't watched the show.
Okay. I was
so
about to
how
say.
about we do like a really quick spoilers? Like, just mention your favorite scenes. Just one of your favorite scenes.
Okay.
All right, you go first.
For me.
And this is just in Naruto.
Oh, Naruto.
Just Naruto. We can't do Shippuden.
I mean, it's either between the Rock Lee and Gaara fight,
Yeah.
Mhm.
or Naruto versus Sasuke at the waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you explain a little bit about those?
So the Rock Lee fight was the first fight we see Rock Lee actually fight, and we know about him,
Mhm.
and he's just basically off, like, all his talent is hard work. We go into his backstory, he's doing like 1,000 sit-ups, like 2,000 kicks, like thousands of sets of everything just to become stronger.
Yeah.
And we learned that Mike Guy, which is their team's leader, and his
Might
captain-
guy?
Yep, Mike Guy.
Okay.
My guy, yeah.
Yep. And he's basically his mentor to the whole thing because they're very similar, and not just in looks. They have very bushy eyebrows and a bowl haircut.
Okay.
But he teaches them how to harness taijutsu, because Guy can barely use anything else, and it's mainly a taijutsu master.
So they're basically one and the same.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we learn about him and like how hard he works and his own ninja ways, just to prove that he can be a ninja without
Ninjutsu or genjutsu.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then he's fighting Gaara,
Who's all...
who's a monster because he has a Jinchuriki or a beast inside of him.
Okay.
Yes, he has a tail beast.
Yep, and he's
Shikaku.
an absolute monster, and he is known at the time as someone with absolute defense.
Oh, yeah, he's got the sand ability.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
know a little bit about,
Yeah.
again, through Death Battle.
Yeah,
I know a little bit about that character.
Yeah,
and,
his
like, powers.
sand can act as a shield or attack,
Mhm.
and we go into that fight.
So it's basically a fight that's a character with no powers versus
Oh.
so much power.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and it's that kind of fight where one has really worked hard and one was just given.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So they get into that fight, like Rock Lee just it's unleashing all this power. He unleashes the inner gates, which basically are limiters,
Mhm.
and he releases those gates. And at someone his age, you're not supposed to learn that. And him like mastering 5 of the 8 gates, he's considered a genius because no person can do that through sheer power, like power alone. So he goes through all that, and he's like equal footing with Gaara, but in the end, Gaara's just his absolute defense holds in, and Rock Lee's just stamina spurt,
Mm.
and then he just ends the fight by crushing his arm and leg,
Mm-hmm.
which would eventually lead to people believing him not being able to become a ninja anymore. And then at the end of the fight, Guy steps in before Gaara can kill Lee because he was trying to kill him,
Yeah.
and then he stops the fight, and then we cut to Rock Lee standing, dead arm, dead leg, ready to fight. Then we see he's unconscious. He stood up unconscious.
Just on
trying-
sheer willpower.
Yep, just trying to
Wow.
prove his own ninja way.
Wow. Well,
Wasn't
that's
even-
badass.
Yeah, Rock Lee is a cut above the rest.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of those people who isn't the main character, but just has just as much drive and like background to like compete with him.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what got me hooked on him, and that's why it's one of my favorite fights in the entire series,
Oh,
just
hands
based
down.
off that character.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you had one more that you
One
want
more
to talk
was
about?
the Naruto Sasuke fight.
Is this like the final fight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
final
is.
fight of the-
Is this your favorite moment, Nile, or is there another moment?
I would have to agree with Rock Lee versus Gaara, but I have another fight that I could say.
Do you want to quickly say it then?
Yeah, it was the Naruto versus Gaara fight,
Yeah.
Oh.
that's a
and
good-
it was just more emotional than it was like anything else.
Yeah.
Because they were both one and the same. Because he was a Jinchuriki, Naruto was a Jinchuriki, Gaara was one. Except Naruto got the help that Gaara didn't get. He had people who were willing to help him and become his friend.
Oh.
They're
And-
basically opposites.
Yeah, they're basically
Okay.
opposite. They're opposites of the same coin. They just Gaara just didn't have anyone to help him out, so he had to learn stuff on his own.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's why I like that fight. It was more for the emotional aspect.
Got it. Okay, so throwing back to you with your final fight, which I think it will just wrap up the spoilers.
No, yeah, it'll
Yeah.
probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
wrap it up.
I mean, just the fight itself led to the future, or Naruto Shippuden, what was the transition
just
point.
the potential.
Mhm.
Yeah, and just the emotion. So between the two characters, you have no one else in this entire fight driving any emotion but those two just clashing.
Okay.
Sasuke wants to leave the village and go out and be stronger on his own, get revenge, or whatever his drive is at the time.
Oh yeah, to kill Itachi.
Yep.
You're in spoilers.
Yeah, we're in spoilers. Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to get stronger to kill Itachi, and then Naruto's just trying to help him, give him the help he needs, and just keep him in the village. And just the hand-to-hand combat, the use of visuals, everything, the music too.
It was genius. It was genius.
It's easily one of the best fights back in the day, and probably still now, just looking back on it.
Oh, hands down.
Yeah,
Okay.
just a lot of emotion, especially during the final scene where Naruto learned to release his Jinchuriki a bit, kind of its chakra. And Sasuke actually got a curse mark from one of the villains in the past series named Orochimaru, which gave him like an extra supply of chakra, gave him like a cursed form.
Okay,
like
so he's
that.
got a lot of potential ability.
Yes,
Yeah.
he does.
Like that. Okay.
Yeah, and then they just clash with their signature techniques, and then Sasuke eventually wins.
Oh.
And then he goes off, and then Shippuden happens.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll save.
3-year time skip.
We'll end this off and say just quick wrap up, like quick thoughts of Naruto and why people should watch it.
I mean, it's an OG, and
Yeah.
it's a great first anime.
Don't hate it before you try it. I have one friend of mine who is like, I hate Naruto. I can't get into it. It's too repetitive. So what?
What? I mean, for me, I actually played the games before I watched the anime.
Really?
Same.
Yeah.
I started with Naruto Ninja Clash too. For the Wii.
I was renting those games from the library and playing the games, not knowing what Naruto was. Just played the story mode, learned a bit. And hey, this is pretty cool. And then I
That's
eventually
awesome.
watched
It's
it.
ninjas.
Yep. And then I eventually watched it.
Mhm.
Actually, like 3 years ago, I actually officially watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my ending point.
All right, sounds good. All right, now we're moving on to the big boy, the big daddy, the gateway drug for so many anime fans,
Dragon Ball.
Ball Z.
Alright, where do we even begin?
All right, how about we do like we did with my JoJo review? What we did was we went over at each arc,
Huh?
but I'll do
Are we
it
talking
real
about
quick.
Z? Are we starting at Z?
Z. We're just gonna talk about Z.
Yeah,
We
let's
can
just do
talk
Z.
about talking about the 4 arcs, not
Okay.
anything in between.
So, I mean, the synopsis of no spoilers is going to be very short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what Dragon Ball is the story of Goku.
Who doesn't
Yes.
know Goku?
Yeah, who doesn't know Goku?
Who
He's
doesn't?
the fun-loving orange,
Wearing-
orange gi wearing
Saiyan.
fighter Saiyan
From Earth.
from what?
Monkey.
Monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monkey.
Technically, you're not wrong.
No, he's not wrong. No.
But
he is a
yeah,
humanized monkey.
and it's his various adventures throughout the galaxy in this and Z
Universe.
actually. Yeah, it gets pretty crazy with Dragon Ball. So yeah, well, I mean, all the synopsis will come in spoilers. So
Yes.
we should probably just jump right into spoilers because we can't really talk about Dragon Ball. And if you haven't seen it, if it's one of those animes, if you haven't seen it, it probably won't really work for you now.
No, it will not.
You really have to get into it at a young age.
That's very true.
Even if you haven't heard it, you've definitely heard someone else say it.
Yeah, you've
Oh, of
heard of
course.
Kamehameha, you've heard of
Super
Kaioken, Super Saiyan.
If you haven't heard of Super Saiyan,
You've
you're...
never heard the Ultra Instinct theme?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
You
we're
haven't
not
heard-
talking about that.
No. This is just Z.
This is just Z.
We'll talk
If you
about...
haven't
We'll
heard
talk...
of screaming in anime, guess
Yeah.
where it came from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fan base of this is so massive. It's so huge. It's so fun. But I will say there is a particular fan base of people who I do find annoying, which is but can you beat Goku though?
Yeah.
Goku solos though.
I know. I'm just like shut
Who
the
can fight
fuck up.
Goku?
That gets on my nerves.
Oh, it gets so annoying. I hate to... Cause that's the only reason I hate to call myself a Dragon Ball fan.
Yeah.
I mean, those aren't true fans because they don't know the limits.
Yeah. Exactly. And also power levels are bullshit.
You know, power levels are complete bullshit.
Oh, it's
they don't
straight
exist.
bullshit.
Yeah.
We don't talk about power levels anymore.
Yeah. So quick non-spoiler thoughts. Animation, great. I think we all can agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially that classic '90s animation.
Oh,
perfect.
Oh, pristine.
Yes, the anime has filler, but does have some really fun filler.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, especially. If you don't want the filler, I would recommend watching Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
But they do cut out some things that are
Pretty
kind of
important.
needed,
Yeah.
are very important.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just our non-spoiler thoughts. So we're gonna go into spoilers for Dragon Ball, and
First
we're gonna
arc?
start off with the first arc, which is the Saiyan arc. Who wants to start this off?
You can start it off. Go for it.
I mean, so we start off with meeting Goku's brother Raditz,
Mhm.
who reveals to him that he's a Saiyan,
Uh-huh.
a warrior race from the planet Vegeta.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I think you also forgot a whole important thing, is that Goku
Had a son.
has a son.
His name is Gohan,
Yeah, his
Yeah.
name is Gohan.
which is named after his grandfather.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
from Dragon Ball, which we're not talking about. We'll
Goku.
talk about that another anime April.
Yep.
That's a good point. And then
I gotta go watch that again. Wait.
before even Raditz gets to Goku, he meets Piccolo, which was a villain from Dragon Ball. Confronts him, doesn't fight him.
Big green alien Piccolo.
Yep.
Big giant slug man.
Yep. That we
Antenna.
all know
Yeah.
he is black on the inside. We
Yes.
all know it.
You know what? Yeah.
The OG black
The
character.
OG
that isn't
black dude in the anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Probably one of my favorite characters.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's important.
besides Goku and
Yeah,
other characters we'll talk about.
of course, of course.
But yeah, I guess.
Like throwing that thought in of Raditz meeting Piccolo, that's kind of important for later.
Uh-huh.
Raditz ignores Piccolo because he senses Goku's power level, meets him, kicks him through a building, kidnaps his son. Goku chases Raditz, meets Piccolo, they fight Raditz, they kill Raditz by turning Goku and Raditz into donuts.
Yeah.
What he means is that in order to defeat Raditz, Piccolo needs to
Special beam.
special
cannon.
beam cannon, which is like a special laser technique.
That
That-
cannon drills a hole into people.
Yeah, that drills both into Raditz and Goku.
Who is holding him
Full
from
Nelson.
behind?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. That
So,
causes
Goku to die.
Yep, Goku dies within like the first couple episodes of the show.
Yep.
Yep. And then he goes to heaven.
Yep.
And then
Yes, he does.
And then we get a training arc of
Yeah.
all the characters.
Yeah, we got a training arc of all your favorite characters from Dragon Ball.
Yep.
So that's like Yamcha. Well, I don't know. I started off with.
Yeah.
You don't start with
You
that.
don't. You
Okay,
don't ever.
Krillin, Tien,
There
Chaozu,
we go.
Yamcha.
Yamcha, and Piccolo starts to train Gohan.
Yep.
Because there are more Saiyans who are coming.
Mhm.
Vegeta and Nappa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because when
'Cause they got
Raditz
2 years.
dies, he
You got
sends.
a Dairy Queen.
Yeah. Okay.
Dairy
We'll
Queen.
talk about that later.
We'll go to the damn dairy.
So basically, he sends out a signal to 2 other Saiyans saying to come to Earth because they got Dragon Balls, which are wish-granting balls. Oh my God, we didn't even explain that. Wish-granting balls that if you
really?
gather all 7, you can summon the Eternal Dragon and get a wish, and the wish can be anything
Within his power.
within its
Within
power.
its
So
power.
like, there's some things like you can't bring people back from the dead more than
Once.
Yeah.
So they have to wait an entire year to get the Dragon Balls back, and while they do that, and also the Saiyans have to come. So it's just a race to train, get stronger, and also to find a way to get Goku to bring Goku back to life so that he can beat these Saiyans, because Goku is training with gods at this point.
Yeah, he
and
is
learning
training
special techniques.
Yes, he is
King
training
Kai.
with a man, one of the Kais,
And King Kai.
King Kai. Well, North Kai specific. Well,
Yeah.
specifically.
At least in
specifically-
here it was King Kai.
yeah, it was King Kai. We don't worry about the
The other
different
ones.
types
Yeah,
of Kais until like later.
Yeah.
We don't talk about them.
Uh-huh.
But yes, King Kai, he teaches Goku
The Kaioken.
the Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb.
Spirit Bomb. Yep.
And the training was very funny to watch, in my opinion.
Yes, it is very fun to see Goku have to do these really ridiculous tasks. It's very much like an old wax on, wax on, wax
Oh, yeah.
on, wax off kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, here, hit this cricket, chase this monkey.
Yep.
You'll get the powers.
Yep.
And yeah, it's really fun.
And it works
Dragon
out.
Ball has a great sense of humor.
Oh,
It does.
I
love it.
Yeah, moving on. Goku.
Yep.
They bring
Yeah.
back to life.
Yep. Goku comes back to life. Vegeta, because Vegeta and Nappa finally come to Earth,
Mhm.
and they start laying waste to
Everyone.
everyone and everything in sight.
Well, not everyone. Yamcha gets nuked by a fucking Cyberman.
Which is like a little green man.
It's just
Yep.
basically
Not-
a little green henchman,
Yeah.
Yep.
and then
Which is hilarious.
which is memed even to this day,
Yeah.
and why people don't like Yamcha as much for
Mhm.
this specific reason. We will cut to it.
I
There's
will
a.
say there's a great moment in Super where they make.
I know exactly.
Yeah.
But moving on.
Yeah, moving
Um,
on.
Yeah, so
but
he
yes.
lays waste. Goku shows up, saves the day. I think they lay waste to Tien, Yamcha, Chaozu. Well, Chaozu nukes himself.
Yeah, Chaozu nukes himself.
Uh,
Tien loses an arm
Yeah, just slowly loses energy and blood
Yeah.
loss
and dies.
and dies.
Krillin's
And
the only one who lived out of those.
Nope, Gohan.
Gohan too. Well,
Gohan.
of course Gohan.
Yeah.
I said one
But
of them,
Piccolo
yeah.
dies too.
Yeah,
Piccolo
Piccolo
dies
dies.
saving Gohan. And
Officially became his dad.
Yep.
yes.
Yep.
And
Goku shows up.
and Goku shows up, defeats Nappa pretty easily, But
Vegeta
then there's
kills
a
Nappa.
great fight
Oh,
with.
yeah, Vegeta
Oh,
kills
that's right,
Nappa.
yeah.
Vegeta kills Nappa.
I have no use for a Saiyan who can't move.
Yeah.
Vegeta, why?
Hey, Vegeta?
Vegeta.
Okay, fuck it. Okay, so if you hear us keep saying random jokes, that's because there's a great YouTube series.
Team
called-
4-Star.
Yeah, Team 4-Star, who did Dragon Ball Z Abridged, which is basically taking most of Dragon Ball,
Yeah, first half of Dragon Ball Z.
first half of Dragon Ball, and redubbing it with its own original voice actors and changing a lot of the original meaning for things and just
Yeah.
making it more funny. But while also keeping the same spirit of the show, just with more jokes. So
Yes.
there's so many jokes like, "Hey Nappa," I mean, no, "Hey Vegeta,"
Hey,
Vegeta.
There's a lot.
Vegeta.
There's a lot we're
Vegeta.
gonna be referencing.
Yeah.
there's a lot
So
of
if you hear
references.
us keep making jokes, it's from that. It's a great series. You can even say some have even said it may be better than the original.
That's
which is
tough.
Yeah, that's tough.
But
it's
it does
tough.
come
It
close.
comes close, but it's tough to say that.
Yeah,
It's
and
tough
it's
to
tough
say
to
that.
even watch it without knowing Dragon Ball because they make a lot of Dragon Ball jokes.
They do.
Yeah, like, oh, what's the meaning behind this? Oh, you gotta watch the series, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. More on, but yeah.
Muffin button.
God damn it. Okay, so we have Goku versus Vegeta.
Yep.
The greatest beam struggle in. Well,
Well, we'll get to that
Ooh.
one.
Moving
right
on.
now, greatest beam struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Top tier fight in general. Not,
Mhm.
You don't even need
They
to mention that.
pretty much what I like about this fight is that it's to the point where it's just like everybody's getting one good lick in on Vegeta, but everybody at the end is just like on the ground.
Yeah, Vegeta wasted them. It
Yeah.
took
He's a
4 people
strong
to beat
dude.
them.
Yeah.
took 4.
Yeah, it took 4 to take on Vegeta, but he does get defeated, but they don't kill him. He goes off to space,
Yeah,
and
Vegeta gets saved by Goku.
Goku
Mercy.
saves him and shows him mercy.
Mm-hmm. Naive idiot.
And that leads us into our second arc, which is the
Frieza.
Namek arc. Yeah,
Same
Frieza
thing.
arc. It's Namek, Frieza.
Yeah, same. Potato.
Yeah, so what this arc is that
We
because...
meet the ultimate racist.
Yeah, we do meet the ultimate
Who?
racist.
Frieza.
Oh, that's...
Duh.
Don't you fucking say it.
If he doesn't say, I'm gonna say it.
Okay. What do you say?
What?
Monkey!
Monkeys.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't
I
like
Oh,
don't...
you filthy monkeys. He says it.
I know. I'm not saying that because I don't want... I've got credibility to
No, that's
lose. Okay. But yeah, what happens is that because Piccolo died, the Dragon Balls on our world do not work.
So they have to go to Namek to get some Namekian Dragon Balls.
Yeah, which are bigger. They grant more
More wishes.
wishes.
3 wishes.
Yeah, 3 wishes, and yeah, so they go over to Namek. It's Bulma, who is a character from Dragon Ball, really cool character.
R.I.P. to the Japanese.
Oh
voice
yeah,
actor.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Great
Gohan.
great actor.
Oh, yeah.
Gohan goes with them, and
And
Krillin
Gohan.
goes with them, while Goku stays and heals,
Yes.
even though.
Fight against Vegeta.
Yeah, but he eventually hops on a ship and goes
Yeah.
to Namek.
Yeah.
He just
Train some more.
he trains some more, but he also
You know.
takes a very fucking long time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where all the filler comes in.
Usual Goku stuff. Takes a long
Yeah.
time to get
Yeah.
to the fight, but usually
Just wait
dominates
for
at the end.
Goku.
Yeah, just
Mhm.
wait for Goku. Exactly.
Yeah. So it's them looking for the Dragon Balls, while this great intergalactic being named Frieza is also now looking after these Dragon
R.I.P.
Balls.
to his voice actor.
Oh, really?
Yes, he
Yeah.
is.
His
Oh, I
English
didn't know
voice
that.
actor, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, R.I.P. I'm sorry I don't have the names of these people.
No, it's perfectly fine. I don't either.
Yeah, but R.I.P. to them, him. So yeah, Frieza shows up. He is just massacring another mass genocide of this race.
Another mass genocide of a race.
I'm
We're not even
really
talking about
scared
Naruto
about the
this time.
running
No.
theme
No.
of this particular episode is mass genocide.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God we're not talking about Attack on Titan this week.
Oh,
Man, thank God we're not talking about Shippuden.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Okay, but
Next year for sure.
I mean, we'll point out that Frieza destroyed planet Vegeta.
yes, that's right. God damn it.
He
Common misconception for first fans, Frieza's a guy, not
Yeah.
a girl.
Frieza is a dude. Yes.
Yep.
If you watch the original Dragon Ball Z, the original voice actor was a woman, but then Kai changed it to a guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. Well,
Different.
Frieza, he destroyed Planet Vegeta, and that's the reason why there's only a handful of Saiyans left. We're not going to talk about the one that's out there.
Yeah, we're not.
We're
No.
not.
No.
There's a few.
Just a
Oh
couple.
God, there's so much. Okay, we got to keep going. There's
Keep
a
going, keep
lot
going.
to this show.
There is.
So with they defeat or
They travel to Namek.
they
we'll
travel to
get there.
Namek. They it's
try
all a
to-
mad dash hunt to find these Dragon
Yeah.
Balls. They fight a bunch of really cool aliens like the Ginyu Force, Zarbon.
with Vegeta. Vegeta
With
makes his way
Vegeta.
there.
Vegeta does become a member of the team because the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yep.
And at a point, it's just Frieza left on the planet, and Goku finally arrives.
Yep.
And
In the middle of the
Goku,
battle of the Ginyu Force.
he battles the Ginyu Force, and he also. But the fight against Frieza is probably one of the best
Oh, of
fights
course.
Time.
of all
All
time
time.
in anime. Period.
But just the one problem,
Mhm.
it was not 5 minutes.
It was not.
No, it wasn't
It
because
was
5
what we're
episodes or
talking
more.
about is Frieza makes his giant
Death Ball.
death ball that goes into the planet, and she said,
God.
and he says,
Come on, man.
And he says that in 5 minutes
Planet will blow.
this planet will blow, and it takes 20 episodes.
They just have to kill you in 4.
Yeah, and it takes 20 episodes, which is not 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, but besides that point, this fight was amazing.
The fight is amazing.
Oh yeah, we
Build up to
finally
that.
get the legendary Super Saiyan
Yes, which
that
is
Vegeta talked about so highly of.
yes, it's the
And
gold hair
man-
form.
And man, did it live up to the expectation.
Yeah,
Mhm.
100%.
It is so damn good.
Yep, all it took was
It was
killing
so-
Krillin.
Yep, poor Krillin. R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Krillin. But it's
R.I.P.
okay, he
to
comes
Krillin.
back
He comes back.
multiple times.
Yeah, I can't believe we're wrapping up the Frieza arc that quick. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. That
Yeah.
it is the moment in the show where it does become very epic.
Oh,
Mhm.
Like the Vegeta saying stuff was epic, but it was still more on the same level of like the Dragon Ball
Yeah.
level, which is the previous series. But when you go Super Saiyan for the first time, this is where the show
Man, it takes the cake.
yeah
It takes
it
the
is.
whole show to a whole new level.
Yeah, and it just becomes so much more fun and dealing with all these different powers, and that's when we get into the next arc, which is the
Cell arc.
Cell Android
Android
arc.
Cell arc, same difference.
Same thing. Well, there a lot of what the community likes to do is split those two arcs.
Okay, so
It's
I don't know.
I'll
Android
say
slash
this.
Cell.
quickly
Yeah.
go through the Android arc. What
Right.
happens is when they get back to Earth, everything is nice and calm until
Well, we
Ma-
kind of cut out the end of Frieza arc, where the planet blows up, but
And
Goku,
Goku
manages
dies,
to escape.
but somehow,
Oh, okay,
somehow
yeah,
escapes.
Yeah, Goku somehow escapes, but he still makes it back to Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how, and that's when we get into
But
this
that's not
Android
how,
slash
That's
Cell
not how
arc.
it opened up, though.
Yeah.
With Goku coming back, we had a few things happen before that.
We
Yeah,
don't talk
we-
about that.
Well, yeah. So basically, beginning of this Android slash Cell arc, Frieza's still alive somehow because his father patched him up together, literally made him robotic.
Yeah, half
He
man,
was-
half machine.
Yeah, half man, half machine, basically a Dragon Ball cyborg. And the whole Z Squad goes to fight Frieza. Even Vegeta's there, and then out of nowhere, this dude out of nowhere who nobody knows about named Trunks comes in, saves them all.
Turns
'Cause-
out to be a Super Saiyan.
Turns out to be a Super Saiyan, and turns out to be Vegeta's son from the future.
We'll get there.
We'll get there, but
We'll
yeah,
get
you're
there.
right.
But
It's
it's
just
true.
not revealed right away.
No.
But he does talk to Goku.
No, he does tell Goku.
He tells Goku, but
Yeah.
Goku doesn't tell anybody else
Yeah.
until like he manages to keep that secret surprisingly.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Goku kept it for as long as he did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because him and Vegeta and Bulma are the parents of
Trunks.
Trunks.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, never. That was even a shock for me as a
Yeah.
kid. I was like, those two?
You're like, really? Vegeta got with someone? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
he never.
it was a real like.
It was like,
Again, going back on the trope of fathers leaving.
Yep,
Yeah.
man, you're not even lying.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man, Goku and Vegeta do not have a good rap.
No,
Yeah.
Piccolo's the best dad.
Piccolo's the best dad.
So yeah, Trunks does come with information saying that in the future these androids are going to come. There's these two androids are going to come and just wipe out everything. Well, except for a couple of amusement parks and all that stuff.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
besides the point, and wipe out all of the Z fighters, which is our group of characters, including Goku. Well, Goku actually dies of a heart attack. That's why, or a heart disease or
From
something.
Yeah.
bacon.
From bacon.
Okay. It wasn't bacon flavored.
Yeah. So they are all. So now they have this information, knowing that okay, we need to get stronger, and so a bunch of our other characters, including Vegeta for the first time gains the power of Super Saiyan.
I want it.
Yeah. I want it.
Pure, unadulterated badass.
Yeah, Vegeta becomes a Super Saiyan. And then slowly but surely we find out that the doctor that made these androids had a plan B, or like a plan C.
Well, they
Might
first
as
had a
well-
little miscommunication of two androids without a picture, so they thought they were fighting the androids that were the problem.
I know, but I really have to wrap this up.
Well, we can't cut out the major parts. That was a big twist.
I
'Cause
know.
We didn't know who they were.
That's true.
Why didn't you bring a picture of them?
They'll see it on the YouTube video.
I found Jerome. I found his lab. I found Dr. Jerome's lab. God damn it! How did you find my lab? Said to me.
Yeah.
Then we get introduced after that point to the real threats.
Yeah. The
Androids-
real threat of this arc.
Android
You know-
17 and 18.
Also 16.
Also 16.
Oh yeah, in 16.
Can't forget 16.
So okay.
No, we're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah,
I
we're
told
gonna be
you.
for a while.
I told you.
Sounds interesting, man.
I told you. We're gonna be here for a while.
Okay. This is a long episode. All right, so yes, we get
It's the
introduced
finale.
to our main bad. Well, not our main bad guys, but like our group of villains, the androids, 16, 17, and 18. 18 being a teenage girl, 17 being a teenage boy, and 16 being a redhead.
A red,
a giant redhead.
dude designed to only kill Son Goku.
Yeah.
Like,
He doesn't care about anything else, doesn't care about killing anybody else, just Goku.
He's only able. His main purpose, main malfunction is to kill Son Goku.
Mhm. While the teenagers are mostly just like,
We're twins.
or twins?
17, 18 are twins.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
And then they're
yeah.
like, "You want to kill Goku? Sure, why not? We got
yeah,
nothing else
why
to do."
not?
We
got
They're
to-
very much like teenagers in that they just kind of do what they want.
Yeah,
And if they get into a fight, they'll fight someone, and they're so strong that they could beat
Basically,
Vegeta and
yeah, because
anybody.
they're androids. They have limitless energy.
Mhm. Yeah, they can do whatever they want.
Yep.
Kicks
It's
Vegeta's ass, he kicks everyone's ass.
kicks pretty much everybody else's ass, and they have to recollect. And as they're recollecting, another threat arises
From the future.
from the
From the future.
Cell.
Yes, Cell arrives, which is this big green bug-like alien or creature that has the ability.
Android.
Android.
It's racist, man.
You do be an android.
Why did we do this like this?
It's gonna be
Okay.
a long session, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has
Main
the
goal.
ability to drain people's energy
Yep,
with
there
his
you go.
tail.
And Doctor. Oh, go on ahead.
Yeah, and so he's now this other threat where his journey is to basically find the others, androids 17 and 18,
To achieve his perfect
to
form.
achieve his perfect form by
Absorbs
absorbing them.
through his ass.
Yeah.
Well, his
pretty much.
tail.
His
His
tail.
ass.
His tail. But and he has, and another thing we left out is that he has the genetic makeup of all the Z fighters,
Mhm.
and even Frieza.
Yeah.
So
He's
he-
very powerful.
He knows all their moves: the Kamehameha, the Solar Flare,
Mhm.
Destructo Disc. You name it, he knows it.
Mhm.
So
All right. Yeah.
Is-
I'm gonna skip past a bunch of parts here.
yeah, go for
We
it.
can
Uh,
skip second form.
Yeah. Cell basically gains his perfect form, and he decides, you know what? After all that hard work, I'm gonna make a tournament.
After kicking Vegeta's ass,
Yep.
After
and
Vegeta
after-
pulled off the most badass move.
I
the
know,
final
Final
flash.
But Cell basically says, hey, I'm going to make a tournament where I'm the only contestant, and everybody just has to fight me.
And if you win, I leave your planet be. But if you lose, I destroy your planet.
So all of our fighters have to basically go to this tournament.
Yep, the Z fighters
And
train
then we meet Hercule Satan.
Yeah.
after they train in the hyperbolic time chamber.
Yep.
For the first
Jesus. The hyperbolic time chamber is basically a day out
From there.
here
is a year
Year
in
is a
there.
here and there.
Yeah.
So that's how they can train for such a long time. That's where Gohan, a little boy that we've been following throughout this entire series so far.
Grows up and becomes a teenager.
Yeah, he becomes a
Not
teenager.
even. He was 11.
I know.
But we call him Teen Gohan. We
Yeah.
call him Teen Gohan. That's
yeah,
his name.
he gains Super Saiyan powers, and yeah, it's pretty cool because it's like, as a kid, it was really cool seeing like this kid character that we've seen work really hard and get his ass kicked finally gain to the power of the adults.
Yep.
And the reason why I say all this is because Gohan is ultimately the person that defeats Cell.
Yes.
Because Goku said his reasoning is like, look, I'm not going to be here forever. People need to stand up against these bigger threats
When I'm not here.
when I'm not here. So he
I'm
puts
leaving
his
my son.
Throws Vegeta away.
Yeah, he basically just throws.
Vegeta
He
out
just
the
throws
water.
his
Everyone
son
else,
right
yeah.
into the fight.
Yeah, you just.
And it is probably because we talked about this is probably
The best beam clash of all time.
the best beam struggle.
After
against-
we finally get Super Saiyan 2.
yeah, Gohan is the first Super Saiyan 2.
That we thought it was amazing when we saw Super Saiyan, when we saw Goku versus Frieza.
Yeah.
And then Gohan, like father like son, takes it to another level, literally.
Yes.
Super Saiyan 2 is by far my favorite Super Saiyan form.
Mm-hmm.
Super Saiyan 2,
Mhm.
Gohan, was like pristine. I feel like
Yeah.
even though we got Super Saiyan 3 Goku, we're not even going to talk about Blue Saga yet. Or
Yeah.
might not even get to that. But
Mhm.
Super Saiyan 2 was just so crystal.
Mm-hmm.
It was
We
like,
might save Boo Saga just
Yeah, we-
so that people can.
yeah, we probably,
We'll end.
we'll probably end
Cell-
it here.
We'll say this about the Cell
I'll
Saga.
finish the.
Yeah.
Cell Saga ends
Amazing
with,
beam clash,
it's
by
a-
the way.
Amazing beam clash. Goku dies because he tries to stop Cell from blowing up. Cell somehow figures out a way to get back from it, but Goku doesn't. So Gohan is the only one able to stop him. He does stop Cell with this ultimate one-handed Kamehameha, which is,
The
as a
father
kid,
son Kamehameha.
that shit was awesome.
God.
Yeah, it was just so cool. And it ends with them gathering the Dragon Balls, but Goku says, I'm going to stay dead because...
The reason the villains are coming are because of me. So
Yeah.
I'm going to stay dead so you guys don't have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a really soul-crushing moment because it's our favorite character, Goku. And also, I'll say this.
And
because
also
there is
because Gohan
another...
peaked.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah.
There
Gohan
is-
peaked in my opinion. But
Yeah,
go on.
Gohan is this is peak Gohan. I also say I think this is where the show should have ended.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be honest, because Boo Saga is
I would have been
good.
fine with that, yeah.
Yeah.
Boo Saga's good. I just think that where it ends off here would have been a perfect ending because it's Goku saying goodbye,
The passing of the torch.
passing of the torch to his son.
That would have been a great
Every
ending.
character every arc has been wrapped up.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, but there is still more, and the Boo Saga stuff is fun. We're not going to go into it because that's just a bit more complicated.
Oh, yeah.
And it's already becoming.
It's long.
It's a long saga.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Cell Saga is probably where the show should have ended.
It
That's
is.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's your hot take.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
everyone got what they wanted.
Mhm.
Goku
Trunks
got
goes back.
Trunks goes back. Gohan has like
Trunks faces his future.
fixes
Yeah.
his future. Gohan like has his stuff figured out. Everyone lives. Krillin gets a girlfriend.
Yeah, he marries 18.
He
Yeah.
marries Android 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, little man.
Little man grew up.
Yeah.
Keep your hopes up, guys.
Short kings.
Yeah.
Short king.
Keep your hopes up.
Keep
You
your
think
hopes
he-
up.
My ladies and gentlemen out there, you think you can't find nobody? Krillin did
A
so.
midget, a bald midget,
A bald
Oh.
midget without a nose.
got the baddest girl in this
Got
series.
the baddest bitch on the planet.
Yes, he
Kri-
did.
Chi-Chi and Bulma could not compete.
Fuck
No.
yeah.
So, if you can't think you can't do it sometimes, just remember, we got Krillin out there.
Thanks
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Thanks now.
no problem, guys. I'm here for you.
Okay. All right. I think we're gonna wrap this episode up. This has been Anime April 2022,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't wait to do more of it. I'm just gonna say thank you to my people here. You want to shout yourselves out one more time?
Oh, Adrian Arsenis, man. I'm just here.
Mm-hmm.
Niall Thompson. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Awesome. Well, my name is Max Kellerhalls. You've been listening to Million Dollar Media. Thank you so much for listening to the month of Anime April. It was a lot of fun, a lot of really cool guests, a lot of really cool anime we got to talk about.
Yes, sir.
Never gets old.
Never gets old at all. Please listen to more shows on Wave Radio. We have a lot of really cool people and a lot of really cool hosts.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you're listening to this on my YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, and share. And I hope you all have a good day.
Peace.
Peace.